the storage compartment, there is a phone or tablet holder. It can be unfolded to secure the device with the flexible clamps. After placing the device, the holding clamps can be fixed in position on the sides to prevent the device from falling out during the journey. There is a reverse camera that automatically turns on when reverse gear is engaged, displaying the view behind the vehicle on the navigation screen. All doors are equipped with additional security locks from Heo Safe. These provide special protection against break-ins. The locks on the driver's and passenger's doors can only be locked and unlocked from the inside. To do this, the locking button must be pressed and turned. The security lock on the side door, however, can be operated from both inside and outside. From the outside, the lock is secured with this yellow key. Both seats have a locking setting and can be rotated forward. To return the seats to their original position, simply rotate them back until they lock in a straight position. This table can be fixed in any width and length position. To do this, open the grey lever under the table and the table can be freely moved in both directions. Pressing the lever fixes the table in its current position. The seating area can be converted into an additional sleeping space. To fold down the table, we first put the surrounding cushions to the side. Then the table is positioned all the way to the right and forward from my perspective. Next, the large lever under the table must be pulled towards you while simultaneously pressing down on the entire table in the middle with full weight. The table should now be at the height of a seat cushion, lower than the seats. With the appropriate mattress insert, an additional sleeping area is created. The whole thing can be converted back relatively quickly. Simply put the cushions to the side, pull the lower lever toward you again, and the table rises back up automatically. Seats have two 3-point seat belts, and each of the two seats has an ISOFIX mounting for child seats. On the opposite side, there is a 2-point belt. The passenger must sit with their back facing the direction of travel. The alcove bed can be easily folded down to access the bed. The sleeping area is 2 by 2 meters in size. To get more headroom, the bed can be easily folded back up. To get onto the bed, hang the provided ladder on the ladder hooks and lower the ladder to the floor. The bed can now be climbed. The rear bed has multiple functions. When not needed, it can be folded up and secured with carabiners. This gives you full luggage height availability. bed can also be converted into a seating area. All necessary extensions are located in the motorhome's storage compartment. First, insert the curved support for the table into the designated holder and secure it with the lever. Next, insert the tabletop with the centered retaining pin into the holder and also secure it. This is how you can easily create a second seating area in the rear part of the motorhome in just a few steps. Furthermore, the lying area of the lower bed can be extended. To do this, place the tabletop between the seats and fill it with the side cushions. The upper bed can be accessed with the provided ladder, just like the front alcove bed. In this bed, there is a safety net to protect children, for example, from accidentally falling out of the bed. The net is simply clamped on the sides and tightened in the middle. The same net is also available in the large alcove bed. All vertical and horizontal cabinets are equipped with special locks. These should definitely be closed during the journey, as otherwise the doors could swing freely and could be damaged by the force. This key can be used to open the compartment with the gas bottles. There are usually 2 full gas bottles in the spaces. When opening the gas valve, make sure to press the green button of the safety valve, as otherwise no gas will flow. To change the bottle, the screw cap can be loosened and tightened by hand. Caution, left-hand thread. It is important to follow the safety instructions. The gas should definitely be closed with the valve on the gas bottle during the journey. Under the sink are the internal valves for all gas consumers in the motorhome. The first valve is for the gas stove. In this position, the valve is open. The second valve connects the heating and hot water preparation. The third valve has no function, and the last valve is for the refrigerator. The 3-burner stove can be ignited by opening the regulator and pressing it down for ignition. If the gas is open, the spark should ignite the fire. The refrigerator has only a single button. It is turned on by pressing and holding this button for a few seconds. The device has 3 operating modes. When a large A is illuminated in the display, the refrigerator is in automatic mode. This means the device always switches to the best available energy source. When the vehicle engine is not running and no shore power is connected, the refrigerator automatically switches to gas operation mode and is cooled by gas. As soon as the engine is running, the refrigerator is powered by the vehicle engine's alternator. When shore power is connected, the device automatically uses the 230-volt connection. In gas operation, a malfunction can occur if the gas bottle is empty or the valve has not been opened. In that case, the refrigerator display flashes. To fix this, the gas connection should be restored and the refrigerator restarted by pressing and holding the button for a few seconds to turn it off and then turn it on again. The Truma heating system is located in this cabinet, which should not be used as storage space for personal items. The heating and hot water can be operated with these two rotary controls. The outer ring is used to set the temperature and mode. The upper two symbols represent the hot water preparation mode without turning on the room heating. Temperatures between 40 and 60 degrees Celsius can be set. It should be noted that higher water temperatures consume more gas. With the lower symbols, the room heating is added. Here, temperatures between 40 and 60 degrees Celsius can also be set. With the inner ring, the power level of the burner can be regulated from 1 to 5, depending on how quickly or powerfully the heating should work. When a green light is on the right and an orange light is on the left, the burner is active and heating. If the left light flashes or even glows red, then the burner could not ignite. This is usually because no gas is flowing. The vehicle has an additional diesel auxiliary heater, which is installed under the passenger seat. The heater is supplied from the vehicle's fuel tank and can be controlled via this control panel. The heater can be switched on with a long press of the 3-dot button. It has temperature-controlled heating and fan modes. A timer and many other functions can be activated. For a more detailed description, it's best to read the operating manual. This is stored in a folder with all other manuals in the upper cabinet. Behind the passenger seat is the fuse box. All important fuses for the interior are housed here. The red rotary switch turns the entire onboard electrical system on or off. As soon as the switch is set to on, all power sources from USB connections to sockets are switched on. These two sockets have a special feature, as they always have 230 volts even without shore power. This is ensured by an inverter with 500 watts of continuous power. Even while driving, these sockets can be active. These sockets, as well as the entire onboard electronics, are powered by a separate powerful 100 ampere-hour onboard battery. The onboard battery is stored under this seat. It is charged by the two solar panels on the roof, by the engine's alternator, or by shore power. The switching works completely automatically so that the onboard battery always has enough charge. Several things in the interior can be controlled via this control panel. The control panel can be switched on using this button. The button with the waves can display the current fresh water level. In this case, 50% of the 100-liter tank is filled. The battery button shows the current charge of the onboard and engine batteries. The displayed voltage should always be above 12 volts. With this button, the interior temperature can be displayed. On the other side of the control panel are the control buttons. The lower button switches on the power supply for all the interior lights. When the light symbol on the control panel is illuminated, the light switches can be operated. This is the only switch that is always active, with the exception to be able to turn on the ambient light directly when entering the vehicle. This button turns on the exterior light above the side door. And finally, the top button turns on the water pump so that pressure can be built up in the line. Otherwise, no water can flow. Once the pump has built up the necessary pressure, it switches off automatically for now to switch on again when water is used. For this, the red water light on the control panel must always be illuminated. In the shower, there is a protective cover that serves to fix the folding walls and additionally provides a shelf surface. Once this is removed, the folding walls can be closed. The shower also has its own light. For privacy, the folding walls on the left and right can be used to separate the shower and toilet from the rest of the interior. This way, a small private area can be created. The toilet of a motorhome is equipped with some special features. Besides standard things like the wash basin with its storage space, all cabinets and doors here are also equipped with special locks to be able to fix everything during the journey. The toilet seat can be freely rotated. Under the seat is a lever that is operated from the side. This opens the flap in the toilet seat so that the contents are directed into the collection container. For flushing, the water pump must be active. The toilet is flushed with the blue button. The flap should definitely be closed after use, otherwise the seal could be damaged when removing the collection container. The collection container is located outside behind this flap. The cassette is removed by releasing the blue lever. In doing so, the container seals itself watertight and can be transported without worry. The container is emptied via the drain pipe by tipping it. Make sure to empty the contents only at designated places. Since the contents contain added chemicals, it must not be disposed of via the public sewage system. Afterwards, the cassette is pushed back in and seals automatically. To avoid odors, the chemical must be added again after each emptying of the cassette. Since there are different manufacturers and compositions, please observe the application instructions on the packaging. Some campsites only allow certain chemicals in their disposal facility and usually offer these for sale. For the shore power connection, these two adapters are included in the storage compartment. With these, you can connect the motorhome to the power grid at almost all campsites. On the right side of the motorhome is the shore power connection. The light blue adapter is connected to the motorhome. Depending on which connections are needed further, the second adapter can be connected in between. On the other side of the wall in the heating cabinet is the main fuse for the shore power connection. In case of a failure, the fuse can be switched on again here. If shore power is active, the 230-volt sockets can be used at several places in the interior. Fresh water is filled through the cap on the left side with a water hose. When water flows out of the filling opening, the tank is completely filled with 100 liters. To drain the fresh water again, the drain valve in the heating cabinet must be operated. As soon as the valve is loosened, the fresh water is drained underneath. When the valve is closed again, the frost protection valve must also be closed with the side button. Only then is the drain line interrupted again. All wastewater from the sinks and shower is directed into a 110-liter wastewater tank. This can be drained from the outside. The drain pipe under the vehicle should ideally be positioned over a drain. The water is drained as soon as the lever is pulled towards you. By pushing the lever back in, the drainage line is closed again. All windows are equipped with special rotary locks. These can be opened after pressing the button on the lever. The windows can be fixed with a small gap. Only in this way can a window remain open during the journey. All other positions are not to be used during the journey. All windows are equipped with a fly screen and can be darkened fully or partially as desired. The 3 hatches can be opened in different positions. Please make sure that all hatches are completely closed before departure. Just like the windows, the hatches are also equipped with fly screens and darkening features. The front hatch has the special feature that it is opened and closed with a rotating lever. The bicycle rack can be equipped with up to 4 bicycles. There is a rail at the bottom for each bicycle. Each bicycle is secured to the frame with the holding brackets. Afterwards, the bracket is fixed to remain firmly in one position. The storage compartment can be opened from both sides via the 2 locks with this key. This gives simultaneous access to the bed and the storage compartment. The storage compartment doors can be locked from the inside with an additional lever. And finally, I'll just show where to refuel. The fuel cap must be opened with the vehicle key. The key remains fixed to the fuel cap to prevent driving off later without closing the fuel cap.